Well, the countdown to Christmas has begun.
Yep. If you're planning a special holiday dinner, Angie Horkan from the Wisconsin Beef Council is here with some suggestions. Hi, Angie.
Hello.
Good to see you.
Yes, you too. Merry Christmas.
So beef tenderloin is a tradition for a lot of people, especially for Christmas dinner.
It is. You know, it's kind of that prime rib, the rib or ribeye roast, or a tenderloin. You kind of cook them both the same way. You need, because they're the most tender cuts, so you don't need any liquid, no cover. You want a rack, a roasting pan, because it's a dry heat cooking method, because you're not tenderizing it, you're just cooking it. So like we talked before we went on air, with a tenderloin you could take an initial step, an extra step, and brown it. So you could season it all up. I kind of like to put a little bit of extra virgin olive oil on mine, garlic, salt, and pepper, that's it. And then you could sear it in a nice heavy bottom pan. If you have cast iron, perfect. If not, just any nice heavy bottom skillet. And roll it around like 1 minute aside and get it nice and caramelized. And then pop it in the oven. 425 degrees, you know, invest in the oven safe meat thermometer for sure, so you don't cook it too long. But after this is a 2.5 pound tenderloin, and if I were to sear this and put this on the rack and put it in a 425 degree oven, it would only take about 20-25 minutes to get to a medium rare.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very quick compared to the rib roast. Yeah. It takes a little bit longer, a couple hours.
Tenderloin is very expensive right now.
It is. So a choice tenderloin will cost you quite a bit of money per pound. Yeah. But you know what? When you buy a choice tenderloin like this, a center cut, there's no waste.
That's true.
So you're eating all of this, unlike some of our other cuts that are popular for the holidays. But also, too, I've been buying select tenderloins, so it's the lower grade. Just means it has a little bit less marbling. The marbling is the internal flecks of fat in the muscle that give it tenderness, flavor, juiciness. But with the tenderloin, it's still super tender because it's the most tender cut. And I think they still taste great. You can still put a rub on them. This is a homemade gremolata that I made at a food processor. So 3 cups of parsley, zest from 1 lemon, a little bit of lemon juice, fresh Parmesan cheese, and a little garlic. And it is so good. It's just like a real fresh gremolata on that select tenderloin.
That sounds amazing.
A little flavor. It is very
smells
good.
wonderful.
Sure beats the A1 sauce. Huh?
Yeah.
Do not put A1 sauce on your tenderloin, Brady. So then, too, some recipes. What I like doing with tenderloin is making it like. My husband's family's large, so you know, 20 people. I can't really feed. I could feed them all a big slice of tenderloin, but I like slicing it off thinner, just so I don't break the bank and make a crostini. So we've got a great recipe just with some toasted French bread, and then I made horseradish infused whipped cream. Ooh. So you just take some heavy whipping cream, whip it up 2-3 minutes, and then add in some fresh horseradish and some chives, a little salt and pepper, and make a little horseradish cream, and then slice your tenderloin thinner. For some little appetizers, you could always top with a little arugula or some little greens. You don't have to, but. And then these two are good cold, so it makes it easy on the hostess if you're hosting the holidays.
And can you put a little of the gremolata on there as well?
Oh,
that would be really good.
Good idea. Yes, we'll do that after the show.
So if you're having a party and some people like their meat medium well, others like it rare, can you do that with 1 tenderloin?
You can. The ends will be a little bit more done. So I would just cook it maybe to 140, 145. So I like for a nice real pink medium rare, I say pull it out at 135. Let it go to 145. Tent it maybe only 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It'll raise in temperature 145, 150, but I think you'll still be happy. So it'll be kind of between that medium rare and medium.
Does it have to rest?
Yes, yeah. Let it rest.
Okay.
Not as long as like a rib roast, 10 minutes. You could even let it rest right in your pan or your rack. Just put a little foil on it, but because then the juices will settle back into their pockets and they won't run on your cutting board. So.
I would also think that this is a great like family thing to do together to make these little crostinis, or it seems like very family-friendly recipe.
Yes, and you know what? It'd be good on a charcuterie board too.
Oh, that is a great idea.
So we've started doing those too at the holidays the last couple years, and it is fun having the kids help with the charcuterie board because they can put on what they like.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then they'll eat it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
That's the key.
You have a lot of other holiday ideas too.
Yes,
on your website.
we do. So go to beeftips.com. That's our Wisconsin Beef Council website. Right on the homepage, we have a link to our Beef Up Your Holidays page, and on that page we have kind of links to everything. It's a little overwhelming, but we've got links to prime rib, to tenderloin, to charcuterie board tips, to appetizers, brunch recipes. You know, if you're going to have the family for 3-4 days, you got to make more than one meal.
Yes.
Are you cooking or traveling?
I am hosting Christmas Eve, and I am going to do it.
You are?
Nice.
Okay, great. Happy holidays.
Happy
great to see you,
holidays.
Angie. We'll see you next year.
Yeah.
It's the first time I got to say that.